All right, so today we're diving deep into Salesforce's Agentforce.
Yeah.
We've got this pretty interesting blog post here that claims this new tech is going to be like a game changer for businesses.
Right.
All about how AI is going to like revolutionize the way we work. But, you know, you don't need to be like some coding expert to get it or benefit from it.
Yeah, that's really intriguing. Like right off the bat, Salesforce is really pushing this idea that Agentforce, it's not just about automation.
Okay.
It's about these like AI agents that can actually think for themselves.
So like actual employees.
Yeah, like they can reason and make decisions and then like take action based on live data.
So how is that different from like all the chatbots that are already out there?
That's the big question, right?
Yeah.
The blog makes a really clear distinction.
Okay.
So chatbots, they're stuck with these like pre-programmed responses.
Right.
They're like those old vending machines.
Oh, okay.
You push a button, you get what's in that slot.
Right.
But Agentforce, it's designed to make judgments.
Okay.
Like actual judgments based on what's happening right now.
So like real-time info.
Yeah, real-time information. It's more like having, you know, a really skilled assistant who can not only follow your instructions, but also like figure out what you need and like even suggest solutions that you might not have thought of.
Okay, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
So where does all this data come from?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
It can't just be like, you know, random stuff. It has to be good quality data. The blog really emphasizes that, like unified high quality data.
Okay.
That's where Salesforce's data cloud comes in.
Got it.
And platforms like Snowflake, too.
Okay.
They provide this single source of truth for the AI agents to use.
So it's like giving them like access to like every file.
Exactly.
Every interaction with a customer, like every performance metric all at once.
It's like giving them the keys to the kingdom.
Right.
All the information they need to make smart decisions.
But how do they actually use all that data?
Okay, so that's where the Atlas reasoning engine comes in.
Oh.
It's like the brains of the operation.
Okay.
Designed to mimic, you know, human thinking.
So it's like teaching the AI to think, but instead of using emotions or gut feelings.
It's all about data, right?
Okay.
So it takes in all that raw data
from
the data cloud.
Okay.
And sifts through it, looking for patterns and connections. Much like we do when we make decisions.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So then what happens?
Okay.
It doesn't just sit there thinking all day, does it?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Once it's like analyzed everything and come to a conclusion, it can actually trigger actions.
Okay.
Like specific actions.
What kind of actions?
All sorts of things.
Wow.
Like updating records in Salesforce, sending emails, or even like kicking off a whole process in another system.
So it's not just like, you know, gathering info.
It's about taking action.
Wow. Okay, so we've got data, reasoning, and action.
That's the trifecta.
Yeah.
That's the power of Agentforce.
That's pretty impressive.
Right.
But the blog also mentioned this agent builder thing.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what people use to actually create these agents?
Exactly.
Okay.
And the good news is you don't have to be a tech genius to use it.
Oh, good.
It's got this low-code approach.
Okay.
So it's pretty user-friendly, even for people who aren't, like, programmers.
Oh, that's good to know.
It's about democratizing access
to
this really powerful technology.
So you don't need, like, a whole team of, like, developers to build a custom AI solution anymore.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, that opens up a lot of possibilities.
Right.
But what are some specific things that businesses can do with Agentforce?
Okay, well, the blog talks about all these different types of AI agents.
Yeah.
And some of the sales examples are really compelling.
Like what?
They talk about this SDR agent.
SDR agent?
Yeah, it automates lead qualification and sets appointments.
So your sales team is never wasting time on a bad lead again.
Exactly.
That would be amazing.
Right.
They also mention sales coach agents.
Yeah, for personalized training.
So it's like having an AI sales mentor available 24/7.
That's the idea.
Wow. So it's not just about like basic automation tasks anymore, like scheduling or whatever these AI agents are. Like
they're contributing to strategy and like overall business goals.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is. And the blog goes on to talk about how Agentforce could impact other areas too.
Right.
Like marketing, for example.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so let's dive into that next time then.
Yeah, sounds good. So picking up where we left off with Agentforce.
Yeah, last time we talked about how it works and like some of the ways companies might use it.
Right.
What else stuck out to you about how businesses could actually use this?
Well, one thing that I thought was interesting was this idea of like AI agents moving beyond just doing tasks.
Okay.
And actually like driving business strategy.
That's a pretty big jump.
It is.
What does that even look like?
Well, imagine like an AI agent that can analyze market trends.
Okay.
And like identify opportunities for new products or services. Yeah. Or one that can predict which customers are going to leave.
Oh, churn.
Yeah, churn.
Okay.
And then take steps to keep them happy.
Interesting.
That's huge.
Yeah, those are things that can really
impact a company's bottom line.
For sure.
That's what I find really exciting about this whole thing. It's not just about like working harder.
Right.
It's about working smarter, using AI to make better decisions.
I agree.
But I mean, is there a worry that these AI agents will like eventually just replace people's jobs?
I mean, the blog does acknowledge that concern.
Okay.
But it makes a strong argument that Agentforce isn't about replacing humans.
Okay.
It's about like augmenting our abilities.
Got it.
Freeing us up
Yeah.
from all those tedious tasks.
Right.
So we can focus on the things that require, uniquely human skills.
Like creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strategy, building relationships.
Okay, so it's more like having a team of super efficient assistants.
Yeah, exactly.
Handling the busy work.
Right.
So we can focus on the big picture thinking and problem solving.
That's the goal.
So how do companies actually implement Agentforce?
Well, the blog mentions that Salesforce
offers a whole library of pre-built AI agent templates that companies can customize.
That sounds a lot less intimidating than starting from scratch.
Exactly. It lowers the barrier to entry, especially for businesses that might not have like dedicated AI development teams.
Right.
So like you could start with a template for lead qualification and then tweak it to integrate with your company's data and workflows.
So it's like having a blueprint.
Yeah, a blueprint for building your own custom AI solutions.
What other types of templates are there?
They've got templates for all sorts of things.
Okay.
We already talked about the SDR agent and the sales coach agent.
Right.
But they're also like content assistants for marketing.
Okay.
Campaign managers for automating marketing efforts. Customer service agents for handling inquiries.
So it sounds like there's this whole ecosystem of AI solutions ready to go.
Pretty much.
What else did the blog say about the future of this?
Well, one of the big things they highlighted is the increasing personalization of AI agents.
So as these agents get more sophisticated, they'll be able to offer like really tailored experiences, whether it's for customers, employees, or even partners.
Right. It's about making it feel like you have a dedicated team working just for you.
Okay, how would that actually like play out?
So, like, imagine a customer service experience where the AI agent already knows, like, your purchase history, your preferences, even your past interactions with the company.
Wow.
It could offer solutions and suggestions.
Before you even have to ask.
Exactly.
That would be incredible.
Right.
The blog also talked about AI agents breaking down traditional silos.
Yeah, that's a big one.
What does that even mean?
So, think about how, like, marketing, sales, and customer service often operate in their own little bubbles.
Right, right.
Agentforce could help connect those dots by giving AI agents access to data from across the entire business.
So it's like instead of each department working in isolation, they'd be operating as like a unified whole guided by AI insights.
Precisely.
What did they mention? Like specific industries?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They highlighted a bunch of potential applications.
Like what?
Healthcare providers could use it to analyze patient data and personalize treatment plans.
Wow.
Financial institutions could use it to detect fraud more effectively.
Okay.
The possibilities are really endless.
It's amazing to think about how this one technology could potentially revolutionize so many different fields.
That's pretty mind-blowing.
But with all this talk about AI taking over even sophisticated tasks, there must be some challenges.
Of course, there are always challenges.
What are some of those?
Well, one that the blog really emphasized was data quality.
Oh, right. Because
remember, these AI agents, they're only as good as the data they're trained on.
So garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly.
Even if you have the most advanced AI, if it's working with bad data, the results won't be good.
It's like trying to bake a cake with rotten eggs.
Right.
It's just not going to work.
So companies need to make sure that their data is like clean, accurate, and representative.
All of it.
And that can be time consuming.
It can be.
But it's essential.
It is.
What other potential pitfalls are there?
Or another important point the blog made was not losing sight of the human element.
Right.
As amazing as these AI agents are, they can't completely replace human judgment and intuition.
So it's about finding that balance between leveraging the power of AI and recognizing the unique value of human.
Exactly. The blog actually uses the term human-centered design when talking about Agentforce.
So it's about understanding the needs of the people who are going to be using this technology and making sure it enhances their work, not replaces them.
Exactly.
It's a really interesting concept, this idea of humans and AI working together.
Yeah, it's not just about technology. It's about reimagining the future of work.
And exploring how AI can help us achieve more than we ever could on our own.
That's the exciting part.
Okay, so back for the last part of our Agentforce deep dive. We've covered like a lot.
A lot of ground for sure.
From how it works to what people can use it for, and even like some of the challenges.
Right.
But what about the bigger picture?
Yeah.
Like, what does the future hold for Agentforce?
Well, that's where the blog gets really interesting.
Okay.
It goes beyond just, explaining what it is. And starts to speculate about like how it might change things in the long term.
So it's like peeking into the future.
Yeah.
Trying to see how this technology will reshape like the whole business landscape.
That's the exciting part.
What are some of the key trends they highlight?
One of the most interesting ones is the increasing personalization of AI agents.
Oh, right. We touched on that before.
We did.
But as they get more sophisticated, we'll be able to offer like truly tailored experiences for customers, employees.
Yeah, for anyone, really.
So it's like having this dedicated team working behind the scenes.
Anticipating your every need.
But how would that actually work in real life?
Okay, so picture this.
Yeah.
You call customer service, and the AI agent already knows everything.
Like everything.
Your purchase history, your preferences, even your past interactions.
Wow.
It could, like, offer solutions.
Before you even have to ask. That would be a game changer.
For sure.
What about breaking down those traditional silos?
Oh, right, yeah.
In organizations.
The blog talked about that too.
How would AI agents do that?
Well, think about it. Departments like marketing, sales, and customer service, they often work independently.
Yeah, they do.
But Agentforce could help connect them by giving AI agents access to data from the entire business.
So instead of each department working in its own little bubble, they'd be working together as like a unified team.
Guided by AI insights.
Did the blog mention any specific industries?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
They talked about how Agentforce could be used in all sorts of fields.
Like what?
Well, for example, healthcare providers could use it to analyze patient data and personalize treatment plans. Financial institutions could use it for fraud detection. The possibilities are pretty much endless.
It's really incredible to think about.
It is, and it's important to consider. The ethical implications, too.
Oh, right. Because
as we give AI more responsibility, we need to make sure it's used responsibly.
So humans are still in control.
Exactly.
And it's being used to benefit like everyone.
It's about using AI for good.
So where do we go from here?
Well, I think the takeaway is that we're at the beginning of something really big.
Okay.
Agentforce is making AI accessible to pretty much anyone.
Yeah, and it can be applied to like so many different businesses and industries.
The whole new world.
It is. It's both exciting and a little bit daunting.
I get it.
What advice would you give to like our listeners?
Well, I'd say Start by thinking about the challenges that you're facing in your own work or business.
Right.
And then see if Agentforce could be a solution.
Salesforce has a ton of resources to help people get started.
It's all about identifying your needs and then figuring out how Agentforce can meet those needs.
Not about replacing humans, but empowering them.
Exactly.
Well, that's a great point to end on.
I think so, too.
Thank you so much for taking us on this deep dive into the world of AI.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been really fascinating.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And to our listeners, we hope you enjoyed it, too.
Yes, thank you for listening.